which is more common? Words that begin with the letter K, or words where the letter K is the third letter in the word? Hi everybody, my name is Greg Crable, and this is my podcast where I usually discuss something from the world of publishing in just a couple of minutes. Recently I've been going through the thoughts of Daniel Kahneman, who was recently departed. Today I'm going to focus on two things, the focusing illusion and the availability heuristic. If you want to understand or learn something, you often have to devote some time to focused, careful attention. But there is a downside to that. According to Daniel Kahneman, nothing in life is as important as you think it is while you're thinking about it. People have a tendency to overemphasize the importance of certain information or events simply because they are focusing on them at the moment. That's the focusing illusion. If you focus on your salary, and then someone asks you about your satisfaction with your life, you're likely to put too much emphasis on salary in answering that question. Or imagine you've been working on a new product launch, and there's one feature that the development team is particularly proud of. It's an innovative feature that's brand new in the market. Your focus on that feature might make you think it's more important to your market than it really is. One simple way to combat the focusing illusion is to get input from other people who are probably not focused on the same things that you are. Where possible, you can also quantify the factors involved in a decision. We like to say that something grabs our attention, but the opposite is often the case. Our attention grabs the thing. Now, in my mind, somewhat related to the focusing illusion is something called the availability heuristic, which is a mental shortcut we make that relies on what immediately or easily comes to mind. The idea is that if it's easily recalled, it must be more important or more common. An example would be news coverage that can make us think that a rare event is more common than it is. For example, coverage of an airplane crash that makes people think flying is more dangerous than driving, which is not true. Or media coverage of shark attacks that make people overestimate the danger of sharks. Marketers can be deceived by this mental shortcut when a particular strategy worked very well in a recent campaign, so they decide to use the strategy again, maybe when it's not as appropriate as some other strategy might be. So to avoid the availability heuristic, seek out objective data and consider alternative perspectives. It can also be helpful to use checklists or other structured decision-making tools. The focusing illusion causes us to give more weight or importance to something that we've been thinking about, while the availability heuristic affects our perception of probabilities. To avoid these errors, broaden your focus. Be sure to consider a wider range of factors and seek out accurate statistical data. So that's my thought for today. I hope that was helpful. If you want to comment, please use the comment section below. And if there's anything I can do to help you with your business, please contact me. You'll see my information on the next slide. Thanks so much. And oh, I'm sorry I didn't answer the question in the opening there. People often think that words that begin with the letter K are more common because they're easier to call to mind. In fact, words that have the K in the third position, like ask or bike, are more common than words that begin with the letter K. But it all comes down to you think something is more probable because it's easier for you to call it to mind.